Rodgers to Rodgers, Hail Mary to win last year. What's in store here as the Packers and Lions get underway? That'll be taken in the end zone. So Matthew Stafford brings out the Detroit Lions and the season over after a loss to Seattle in the first round of the playoffs. But you look at the totality of the year at Matthew Stafford. Middle of the season, certainly people were talking MVP, Charles. Over 4,300 yards, 24 touchdown passes as well. And deservedly so, because not only was he playing really well, he was actually having to do things without all of his weapons. He had guys in and out of the lineup due to injuries. It almost became a regular occurrence. I thought he had a heck of a season and something really big to build on for next year. Stafford now to throw. And his first look is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10, Stafford again. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers. Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. This Green Bay Packers offense will be commanded by Aaron Rodgers. Season 2016, Charles, obviously didn't end the way they wanted to, but what a run for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers from 4-6 to the NFC Championship game. And that's what we'll remember the most, right to the brink of going to another Super Bowl for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. But I can't help but reflect on the 4-6 start. So many people were questioning Aaron Rodgers during that time. What was wrong with his mechanics? Why weren't they doing things a certain way? He answered those critics in a massive way. Last 11 games, 30 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson. And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house. Second down here after the incomplete pass. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here. And the offense. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It finds Randall Cobb on the completion. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got time. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And 4th down coming up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down, Lacey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. And ready to go for another offensive series. Out comes Detroit, and a Detroit team that, boy, lost in the playoffs this year. Don't have a playoff win since 1992. but it was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved, and I know you think that this is a crew that really could make some noise again next year, don't you?
I do, because I think they gained so much confidence this season, battling back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future, and they feel confident about 2017. That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
On second down, here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Tim Wright, his intended receiver. And it's third.
They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Clinton Dix there for the stop. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Lacey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Lacey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner wins of the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time.
Good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Golden Tate. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Abdullah. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 39 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Davante Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
First down, Stafford here. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Packers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Early in quarter 1, Ryan's able to zero in on the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. Lions have it on 2nd and 5. Tate's wide open here on the catch, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Lions have it late in the first half. Tate's able to get free for the deep pass, and this will go as a touchdown.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now trotting out there the Packers. See what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting play.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Lions have recovered. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A second down run for Abdullah. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script, Tom? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. To throw is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Well,
absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 34 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they begin the drive with a duel. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Ebron caught left side. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go back to Abdullah on first. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And now they're in the hurry-up. They run with Abdullah. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. A handoff to Abdullah. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Back to throw. Stafford. Complete to right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. On the ground, it's Riddick. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They go play action here on first down. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Wright, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. He was aiming for his tight end, Clay Harbor, there. And it's third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
All right, boys, here we go. Let's go here. Monday.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go with Abdullah again. And Abdullah lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. One back is Lacy. Now Rodgers. Out to the flat for Lacy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a map.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it brings up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Deep drop. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So here come the Lions now. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third and long. It's Stafford going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles,
that's what I do.
Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up,
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two big-arm quarterbacks. Both have done plenty of work in the NFC North. It's Matthew Stafford going up against Aaron Rodgers. With that, we send you up to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call. Gentlemen.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The first carry now. This is Lacey. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Lacey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Meaning the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing, but this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood, but give them credit. They got it to pay off.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he completes it to Jordy Nelson. That was
comeback player of the year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want, yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delayed game, offense. Still 1st down.
Watch tight end.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Rodgers to throw on second down. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 61 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
On first down, it's Stafford. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to wind. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. 2
receivers left, 1 to the right. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
He's got a man complete. A very solid gain of 27. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back, and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
Second down now after the incompletion. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rolling to his right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Play action. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Stafford. That's complete to Bolden. It'll be a gain of 11. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. Well, this past season was tough for Abdullah. Foot injury costing him the last 14 games of the year, and that was a big blow. They could never really get that running game going, could they?
It changed everything for them because Theo Riddick, who is his backup, is really a third-down back, the guy that they want to use out of the backfield to catch passes in open space. He had to become more of a runner, and I think that limited his effectiveness.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They come up in an offset eye. Now Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Riddick with a carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. This is Abdullah. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm there, I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Abdullah. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they will go for it. Stafford. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
in the red zone this time.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Rodgers will handle Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the down. And right with it here over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st down, Stafford here. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Anquan Bolden, 65 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's on. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. One back is Lacey. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall. but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Eddie Lacy, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Easy. Sit right. Tighten up.
Here's Abdullah. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Stafford here. Ebron with it over the middle. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Backing up. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second down following the incompletion. Now Riddick. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They go back to Riddick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
No gain, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Now, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And now they're in the hurry-up, so the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Lions. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll run it here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run left with Abdullah. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a give, left side. This is Abdullah. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And complete right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Lacey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football.
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second down following the run.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. One receiver left, two to the right. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on 1st down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Going to throw deep for the... Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Stafford here. He's going to let it fly. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Stafford connects it to Roberts, right side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. Got a man, it's right. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Stafford. Complete here to the right to Bolden. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One last throw here for Stafford. Looking for someone to throw to. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hold in the darkness of the night. And when I stray, show me my place. You are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light. One foot in a deep revival, another one going in the fire. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. This aching pain when you're away, like a burning ship that sets the sails to you. Fingertips, press my lips, make me sing that holy song the way you do. Holy Ghost inside, let it loose and lay it on. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it up now. Oh, I need it. Oh, I need
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. And today,
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. The 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Stafford. And he gets it to Bolden. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. On second down, here's Stafford. Incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'm worried about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And right with it here over the middle. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Again, it's Abdullah. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. On third down, Abdullah. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. On fourth down, Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll run it with Lacey. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Packers are going to have a first down.
When you take a look at Eddie Lacy, you expect the run we just saw, don't you? A battering ram type of an effort.
Absolutely. Such a tough runner in Alabama where he won those national championships, and a tough runner here in the NFL. They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 65 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They start the drive with Abdullah. Room here to run. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less
to become
culture
the Rams.
shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
Now Stafford. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up, taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's got room. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 7 76 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first did on that last play.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers now on first down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Abdullah. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Clay Matthews in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's going to go for a big play. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Anquan Bolden, 32 yards. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And getting set to go again, here's the Lions defense. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here?
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On the return, it's Tate. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A second down run for Abdullah. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. And quickly they get to the line. Stafford. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him for a loss of 5. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive. How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. Is seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short boot taken at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half. Offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try to get the offense going with Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
To throw is Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll... Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught at the 2. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tim Wright, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. The offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defensive
takeaways,
side.
man.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Play faked Abdullah. It's Stafford. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They run it again with Lacey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And a cut to the sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacey, 37 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go back to Abdullah on first. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. He's going to launch this thing. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Rodgers to throw on second down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So the D-line's going to spread out. Lacey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On second down, here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing now is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. but they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. Ebron with it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. Complete here to the right to Bolden. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw. And he gets it to Bolden. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And now they're in the hurry up. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Detroit. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They begin the drive with Lacey. And he'll push this forward. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rodgers throwing here. And look at this. They get the turnover. They needed it. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot, but when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Packers a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And quickly they get to the line. Again, it's Lacey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go with Abdullah again. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. That one intended for Anquan Bolden, and it's fourth down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. it didn't pay off in that situation.
The busy night continues for Lacey. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here in the eye. To throw is Rodgers. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions defense now back onto the field. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now you got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Rodgers will handle Lacey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air.